football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. A big storyline coming into this game. One of these teams missing its starting quarterback. For more on that, we check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. They are concerned. Their quarterback is out, and he is so talented. But they have all the faith in the world in the backup. He has been here. He did not transfer out when he could have, and they are going to reward his patience and his belief in them by having belief in him. He knows the system. He knows the scheme, and he should get off to a good start here today. Back to you.
To kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. His coverage here right on top of it. The Sun Devils offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly,
makes a grab and room to run. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for room. It's cracked. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run to the left. And they're able to get him down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ASU. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick completion on the out route. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Rushes on him. He gets away. Inside the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
They call 3rd down money down for a reason. Like 2nd down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic.
Got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Pratt. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Combs. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff. It's cracked. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass, using the quick game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. A top 2 battle like this so early in the season, an opportunity here to make a big statement.
No question about it. You know there's so many ramifications with the college football playoff and the Heisman Trophy in this game, even though, David, this is early in the year.
They're early, but head-to-head will matter down the road. Obviously, 2 huge programs trying to start their season off with a big win to boost their playoff case.
Oh, better look out! He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. The Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do.
Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Using his feet. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Soft spot in the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pineda. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Guys, look at this. Surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Pratt. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He now has 53 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. On the move, finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in there. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pineda. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. First and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the field. Here he goes. Touchdown ASU. They take the lead here in the second half.
Man, that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in, the passing game. Big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually...
Could be an alley. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to run it to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Right back to it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got...
Finding some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Snowed under by the defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Arizona State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Still running at the 40. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Puts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator.
Grabs him. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Second and goal for this offense. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. Looking to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Irish punch back.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They go right back to him. Might have a chance. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes the grab. It's Pineda. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick completion on the out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown ASU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Longo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
foul.